Hi everyone, it's Laura again. So if you've been following my series, I've been talking about what it's like growing up with a disability, my disability being Erb's palsy. I've covered so many different topics so far, and today I wanted to talk about what it was like at school for me. Now, I went to an awesome school. I went to a private school and I loved it. I loved learning, I loved studying. I was a very diligent student. I loved school in education and learning all the way up to year 12. I always excelled at my assignments and my work, and I loved reading, I loved math. I was involved in public speaking and debating, chess club. I did different teams. We had a team at school called J Team, which was like our creative arts in grades 6 and 7, and doing dancing and plays and that type of thing. I didn't do a lot of sport. I did sport more in primary school. I was on the swimming team, and I would compete for my house. And even though I had disability, up until about maybe grade 4-ish, I was winning. I was an excellent swimmer, and I would win with my disability. And it wasn't until kids started getting a bit stronger and more developed that I just wasn't placing anymore, and which is common. I had one arm. I was competing against people with 2 arms, so I pulled myself back from competing in swimming stuff once it was out of my league. But it was really fun. The first couple of years I loved the feeling of getting in the pool and trying my hardest, and my training. I also trained outside of school times, and I just love that feeling of being able to accomplish something and know that I'm just as good as people that have 2 arms and I can excel. So I always had that mentality. I never let my disability stop me in school, where it could, like in regards to my schoolwork. My disability didn't affect me learning. Sometimes I did have to get stuff changed around for me. One example was in year 12, I actually broke my left wrist, and I'm gonna talk about that story in another video. But I broke my left wrist and I was in a cast. And you're thinking, oh, that wouldn't really affect you at all. You're in a cast, you don't use your left arm. Well, one of my exams was in graphics, and it was a drawing exam, and you had to use rulers and T-squares and a drawing board to actually draw out your assessment during a test time slot. So I couldn't do that. A cast and rulers don't really work. I could do it without it. I was able to use my like wrist area on my arm to be able to hold T-squares and stuff down. But with having a cast on, it became really difficult all of a sudden. So my awesome teacher actually modified the whole exam for me and got it approved by the Board of Education, so I could actually sit my exam online instead of doing it by hand and drawing it. So I loved school. I was that nerd. I did struggle with relationships in school. I had a couple of really good friends that kind of kept me going through school, and even though there were some tough times, I got out of school exactly what I put into it. I was so happy with my end result, even though I did struggle really hard in year 12, being sick and injured, which I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share my school life, and that I was really active, and I loved being at school, and I loved having fun at school, and just education never was hindered because of my disability when it could have. I could have let it affect me, and I didn't. I worked hard and my results paid off. So once again, if you feel that the destination is too far, just turn around and have a look at how far you've come. That's the motto that I live by, so I encourage you guys to do the same. See you tomorrow. Bye.